Amma baad, fauzu billahi minash shaitanir rajim, bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. It's indeed a great pleasure to be here amongst all of you. And there's a reason for that. I'm not saying that just because it's customary to say that. I'm not saying that. It is because, like in the introduction, it was mentioned that, I spent my life in education. So God knows I don't have any count how many annual days I have been to in my professional life. Yet, I must say that this was a unique experience. It was moving, it was touching, it was enlightening, and it was guiding. This darling country of ours has probably thousands and thousands and thousands of schools and dozens of types of schools. But one thing is in common in 99% of these schools, and that is the rat race. What I mean by rat race is that we were just talking about it just now, that when you go to an annual function, you can pretty much predict what you are going to see there. You will probably see a demonstration of a physical exercise display. You will see some singing. You will see some classical dancing. You will see some, Shakespearean plays, skits, so on and so forth. It's an endless list of things which you can anticipate. I'm not talking about what actually happens there. You can anticipate that this will be what do we call it? A murakkab of all these things. And I'm not trying to degrade it, because I am guilty of being a part of that all my life. But with due respect, I say, even after attending a 3-hour-long annual day function, when you step out of that room and you think, what are you or the parents or the children taking with them from it? There isn't much. There isn't really much which will stay with us. We are entertained, all right, but we don't take away much. This particular function that I have just, witnessed, if that is what every day happens in this school, hats off. I really do not have words to appreciate what they are trying to do. And, bear with me in saying that this is a jihad which they are doing. Why? Because these children, when they step out of this school at the end of the day, they are in a very different world. The world on the street, even with due respect, the world at home is quite different. I don't know, as parents, how many of us are supplementing if that is what is being taught to these children. They are being taught deen, they are being taught values, they are being taught dunya, they are being taught politics. What is it that they are not being taught? They are being taught everything. And believe me, in these times which we are living in, you are blessed to have an environment like this where you are sending your children. May Allah be with them, the teachers, respected principal, and my very dear and most respected teacher of mine who taught me deen. I know if she could teach deen somebody like me, somebody rotten like me, she would be doing miracles with these, soft toys. You mold them the way you want to. And my salute to the teachers, the management, and Mrs. Owais for doing what they are doing. Thank you. We all thank you. I am a grandmother, and believe me, I am telling you the truth that I have been to at least 2 to 3 functions in Saudi Arabia, my granddaughter's school functions in Jeddah. Nothing of the sort. It was typical, what I earlier on said. The same thing which I said happens at every annual day. So children, I don't know if there are any children, even the participants are not listening to me, they are backstage, but well done. And please, what you were trying to tell us, that is for us too. It's for them, but it's for us too. I really admire Mrs. Mushtaq's request to you, give time to your children, but I would like to add to that. Like I said, you are blessed to have what they have in school. Remember, please don't create any contradictions at home. It should not be two different worlds, that they live in one world when they are in school, and when they get home, what is there? Reminded of gadgets, freedom to use them the way you want to, television and the trash on television. Please, you are responsible for that. I know parents are very busy. I know so many mothers are working now. They are doing double duty, looking after home, children, and working outside the house. But believe me, there is a saying that I read it somewhere that nobody has ever regretted on his or her deathbed not having spent more time at work. Do you get the point? It's that time when we are on our deathbed, when we are in a regret, oh my God, I wish I did not kill myself for my job. I wish I had spent more time with my family, with my children, with doing what Allah wants me to do for not just Himself, for His creation. So that is the most important thing to remember. Tomorrow, we don't want to regret it. And your children, they can turn around and throw at your face, but where were you when I needed you? You can tell them, well, I did it for you, but where were you when I needed you to hug me? जब बच्चे घर आएं और वो आपसे कुछ भी ना कहें, तो 5 मिनट के लिए sit down with them and ask them what happened at school. What did you do today? Whether you are listening or not, but please give them the feeling you are interested in them. You care about them, and you care about what they learn. Well done, school, management, teachers, children, and thank you, parents, for choosing an education for your children, which is not an easy choice, because I am sure you are criticized by some of your families, some of your friends, and some of your neighbors. But may Allah help you, and thank you so much for being patient and listening to me. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.